Hello all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You can see this video, their timings. So we are coming from IT BoostUps, and the IT BoostUp is a training institute, to boost your skills, and that skill you can implement in your live projects or live applications. So today we are going see how to enable IIS in your local computers. Like everyone know, whatever we are developing the website, web application, we can host on that web application website on IIS. So what is the IIS? IIS nothing but Internet Information Server. So that means it's a kind of a server where we can host whatever we have developed the websites. Then who has developed this IIS tool? Then Microsoft has initially, they have managing the created that IIS server initially 1.0 to current 10.0, everyone, if you are using the Windows server, if you are using the Windows operating system, every operating system, IIS has by default, Microsoft has given the feature. But initially, it's like a disable that feature. Initially, whenever we are installing the operating system, that time they have disabled that IIS option because every developer, every user not using the IIS. If you are the developer, like web developer or the software developer, then in that case only you will need to install that IIS in your local computer to see the how it's your web application website it works. So that case only you can install that IIS. So if you are going here, I will search the IIS. That IIS option is not coming in my system. So how we can install that IIS, just open to the search item and open to the control panel, and just opening the control panel, see here that the control panel skill will be coming. So whatever if you are doing any software installation, if you are changing any configuration in your operating system, then you go to a control panels. Control panels is a kind of tools. You can see here one tool appearing, and that appearing tools is a multiple option autoplay, folder option, device printers, color management, everything will be managing here to manage the our local operating systems. Now, our topic, today's topic is we need to install IIS in your local computers, fresher developer, they want to install IIS in local computers. So, first goes to the step to the search computer, open the control panel, and then second program, a second step, just click the program and the features. I'm clicking here, program and the features tab. After clicking the tabs, that tool will be appearing in this whatever we have installed, that our application softwares inside in our local computer, that will be appearing here in this list. That means this is the software name. We have developed the software, install on, size, and the versions. If you are installing the see here a Microsoft.NET SDK 5.0, I have installed this software on the 10th February 2021, and who has developed this software? That a Microsoft Corporation, a limited company, has developed this software, and I have installed this software to utilize or to develop a web application. So it's a multiple software, multiple application we can install in our local computers. Whenever we are installing some operating systems, that operating system files also coming here. Now our agenda is like we need to install IIS. What is IIS? Like IIS is the Internet Information Services where we can host our website, like a web application, like whatever we are developing from the like ASP.NET, MVC, like multiple PHP. So we need to install that particular website on the IIS. So IIS, after installing that website, not after like configuration that website on IIS, globally we can easily access that website through the domain names. Like domain names, like whatever we are defining, a registering domain name. Suppose I have registered a domain www.itboostup.com. So I have developed for this website from the HTML, like I have created HTML pages like about us, contact us, services, and I have complete that website. Now I want like host this website on the servers. So I can easily access to the globally, like using the domain names. So where we need to host that website? First, we need to host that website on the IIS. So let's start how we can install that IIS on the server or in your local computer. So on server also we need to enable IIS during the server configuration times. So in local system, there is one option here, turn Windows feature on and off. Just click that link, and after clicking the link, one Windows will be appearing. So I will check. Yeah, so I will share that Windows also. So this is the Windows, like after clicking that turn on Windows and off buttons. So this will be window is coming to enable and disable that operating system features. So Microsoft has developed this IIS tool. That's why they have given inbuilt whenever we are installing the Windows operating systems. But by default, they have disabled that options. You can find in this list, like appearing the list, we have say IIS long form is like Internet Information Services. You can see here Internet Information Services. So I am clicking here inside the Internet Information Services. There is a three again like subtabs. One is the FTP server, web management tool, and the World Wide Web Services. Again, like it's like a subtabs, it's a multiple checkboxes. So we need to enable all checkbox to get that like everything will be enable that particular features. Inside the IIS, we have multiple features like authentication mechanism, authorization mechanisms, HTTP handlers, session management. So we will enable. How we can enable? This is the Internet Information Services. So we need to check all checkboxes. So I will just checking all checkboxes inside the Internet Information Services, so we can utilize or we can consume this kind of services inside the Internet Information Services. So I will checking all checkboxes inside the FTP extension. So you can see this is the Internet Information Services. Under the Internet Information Services, we have the four options. First is FTP server, web management tool, World Wide Web Services, common HTTP features. So I have enabled all the checkboxes to enable that IIS in our local computers. So we have the like another option also. If you want to like install internet information, just click that checkbox. Like another feature also, but we cannot concentrate on that part. Our agenda is only IIS. So I am like selecting all checkboxes to install the IIS. After clicking the all checkboxes, just click on that OK button. So it's like finding that particular DLL files in the that operating systems, like where we have downloading, and it's like and that files they are finding and they are installing or they are enable that particular configuration in our local computer. See here, I don't think so. Maybe that window it's coming or not. I will share again. It's like that window, like Windows feature, like screen is coming and it's applying the changes. They are saying it's applying the changes. That means it's a background. They are enable all configuration settings are related to IIS. It's a very basic things. If you are a web developer, you are aware of the IIS. What is IIS? How to enable IIS? What is the importance of IIS in a web application, website, and what kind of like a measurement technique after the is like registering the IIS. So it's taking the time because we have lots of checking the check boxes to enable to install enable the configuration settings. So we will wait like few minutes it's like applying the changes. So inside the IIS also it's like multiple versions. Like initial when Microsoft has launched this tool with the version 1.0. After that 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 10.0. You can see this information on the Wikipedias. Like they have separate domains. Like if you are saying google.com, iis.com, so they have they have given the web portal and they maintaining the web portals to the, they have like given the features, update, release, like performance techniques. Like only like if you are still if your like application goes to the crash, that means something was wrong with the IIS level. Like we have seen like income tax website, it's a crash that is developed by Infosys because multiple users hitting at a time. That means like whatever that IIS has also limitations. IIS also has a limitation to manage the incoming request. So if you are hit multiple users at a time, you can increase your application pool size, or you can increase the like cluster server or the like load balancer server. You can divide your incoming request to multiple server so that that will be application no crash or no down during the multiple users will be increased. So it's we will I see in details in the channels. We will create IIS related channels and we'll see the feature by feature and that IIS level, because it's a very important thing so nowadays, because in and out globally, every business goes, like every business we have the website, and every in the pandemic situation, in this COVID situation, like every business goes to the online modes, digital modes, and every small business also is creating a web application, and they have given some payroll system, like purchasing online some items, they are uploading some items, and we are an end user just going to that website and we are purchasing some change some items from the website. So it's like a multiple location. There is no restriction. We can open this website in this region, in this data center, or not in this area. Like I am an Indian, I am a US, I am not Argentina users, like everywhere we can open and everywhere we can see these web portals. This is the because of this IIS. So it's still it's applying the changes. We will wait because it's installing some packages backgrounding in our operating systems. I will check. Yeah, it's still running. Still it's running. So, if you are a web developer, like coding part, like it's a coding part is like everyone doing the codings. Okay, and if you are like hosting some application and you want if your website is goes slow, and in that case it's a very tactical things like to manage or to observe our IIS, how to like manage the performance. So that our changes Windows completed the requested changes after it's a complete that things. So I think maybe like after installing you need to or restart the servers, like restart the machine. But I will check. I will check in my search option, Windows search option. IIS. Yeah, it's coming. I will open that Windows and I will share you again that how it should look this IIS tools. See, if you are see like do you want to start a Microsoft web platform to stay connected with the latest web platform component? So if I will click yes, so that means whatever we are getting the update from mm, Microsoft Win. So like a web platform installers, like this is the web platform. So we currently no need that platforms. I will close and I will share how it can look that IIS screens. Yeah, it's a sharing mode. So you can see here like this is the IIS tools. So where we have host like whatever we have developed the web application or website. So like in right side corner, there is action like panel. In action, we have the multiple option: restart, start, stop, application pool, site, document framework, web platform component. If we need to install our component, so we will install by this notification. In the middle section, they have like the settings. So we have seen like a four main component. Whenever during the installation IIS, there is one is ASP.NET, FTP, IIS, and the management. See, like they have divided in four sections. First section is ASP.NET. In ASP.NET, inside the ASP.NET, I will collapse the remaining section so easily you can see like inside the ASP.NET, we have .NET authorization tools. Like authorization tool, that means we need enable here some users whatever we are configuring that website it's allowing or not. So we can like here authorization, compilation, like error pages, globalization, .NET trust level, application level settings. If we need to change the application level setting, we need to add some keys like key value. Like I will put here like a test and I will add so like a key and the value pairs. Like if you are going to add some application level settings, connection string, like if you are storing the connection string like here like local server connection string, if you are like add new connection string, then you can put here like name of the SQL server, server ID, database name, and if you are like Windows integrated security, specify the credential, custom. These are the settings inside the IIS levels. And the machine configuration key, pages and the controls, providers, session state, SMTP emails. These are the related to the ASP.NET like tabs. These are the very important things like if you are like developing any web applications. But you need to aware about this infra, like these are the infra related activities. Like if you are the software developer to write a code and write a program or write application, develop a web application, and they have given to the like DevOps teams. And DevOps teams have to access like DevOps team will be Dev and Ops. Like what is a Dev? DEV and OPS. Dev means a development teams, and OPS means operation teams. Like operation team will manage after like developing that particular website. Operation team will be manage that website on the servers. That means they have like everything will be managing these tools like session. If application goes to the down, like some performance will be down, that operation team will be create load balancer, cluster servers. They have increased the application tool size, they have increased the like session state, everything will be appearing here IIS. That's why like I'm when we start this video, that's why I have like mentioned here, this is a very important tool. If you are a web developer, if you are a software developer, you are aware about this IIS tool and how it's a like powerful tool to after developing a website, and when we are host on the globally, and if that globally when we are accessing that particular website, it's like looking at down or it's like a slowness, then we need to concentrate on that IIS level performance monitoring mechanisms. Like here multiple things. So like we have covered the ASP.NET. Now we have covered the FTP. Inside the FTP, like FTP address, FTP users, FTP SSL settings, FTP firewalls, everything will be coming here, like authentication, basic authentication, anonymous authentication for the that IIS levels. Here in IIS, we can see like this is the like authentication mechanism. We have like in ASP.NET or the MVC or in IIS in Windows, like if you are the Windows guys, then every IIS we have the like 4 authentication mechanisms. Like first is the anonymous authentication, ASP.NET impersonation authentication, basic authentication, and the forms authentications. If you are like creating a one website and one web application, and if you want like host that application and you want only some people's or some authentication mechanism you want like applying in your website, so you can apply inside the IIS levels. Authentication, then authorization, you can authentication and the authorization, these are the two basic, two different things. Authentication means it's a like identity of the users. Authentication means it's a identity of the users. For example, like we are staying in India, like we have the identity of the our Aadhaar card number. So this is our identity. Aadhaar card is our identity. So that's like in website also, like every website also its own identity, like authentication mechanism. If we are like developing web application and we have like admin panel, inside the admin panel we have multiple pages like add user, register user, get the payment, get the report. So we have like multiple user, we have get the authentication mechanism. Like for example, for example, like Martin is only accessible for to hit this only see the report mechanisms. So we have like get to the like authentication to the that particular users. So that's why like authentication and authorization. Authorization means if you are the authentication user and you have only accessible for the report page. So that means we are authorizing that particular Martin user can see only report and the register buttons. So that will complete the authorizations. That means if you are the authentication person and if you are entering in our web portal, you have goes to the like some limitations, some pages accessible as per the your roles. So authorization, that means the roles. If you want the grant permission to access the report and register user button, so you can easily access that authorization. So authentication, the authorization. Then compensation and like error pages, faster like CGI settings, HTTP redirect, HTTP response, IP address, logging mechanisms, MIME types, output caching. We'll see the in details this every features, every like configuration feature in incoming IIS series. Like what is the like purpose of this session state mechanism? Like every web applications we have the multiple session state mechanism. If you are like a web developer inside the Microsoft technology using .NET, so we have the like a two types like in proc and the out proc session mechanism. Inside the in proc, like we are like see here like we have theoretically read this concept in our book during the college level or in any training institute, but where we have find this like in proc out proc state management mechanism in IIS. So here we have seen like in process, custom, stack server. If we are selecting the stack server, that means we are storing the our session object inside the database. In proc, that means stack server, SQL server, we are storing the database mechanism. If we are like using the SQL server, by default 30 second, it's like the session timing. If you are using the stack server, it's by default that 10 seconds by default times. See here like a by default overall session, it's like a 20-second session time mode. This time seconds. Like every interview, like interviewer is asking like what is the by default session timeout. So where we have seen that by default session timeout, we have not seen any website, or if we have not any page during the development, but we have stored in web config file also, and we have stored that IIS levels. If you are increase that times, if you want increase your session time, you can just change the values here in the timeout in minute or timeout in the session 20 minutes. Okay, so these are the like we'll see in the incoming like I will know incoming series in IIS. So these are the features like ASP.NET, FTP, IIS in management. Like in management also configuration editing, share the configuration things like enable share configuration, that part, everything will be coming here like I have like explained here one another point here is the server certificate. It's a very important nowadays because every application we require to open the IIS. I will open the like one website like I will show you. I will share my browser. See, like I have hitting to the google.com. Okay, google.com, that means they have developed this screen or some whatever they have given the technology. But we have seen this IIS. Inside the IIS, we have one option like server certificate. What is the use of server certificate and why we need to install that certificate in our domain, and where we have seen after installing that server certificate, where we have seen that certificate and what is the purpose of that certificate in a website. So if you are seeing my, I will check again my sharing, just a minute. Yeah, it's accessible. Yeah. So I'm opening this google.com. And here, see here the google.com outside the left side of google.com, there is a one icon is coming like a lock icons. We are like if we are like staying in our home and when we are going to outside the home, we are like lock our main doors. We are like locking our latch. So that's why we are locking our doors when we are going to, because we are checking our home safety. Yes, we are checking our home safety. Whenever we are going outside the home, that means like inside the whatever we have equipment inside our homes, that should be safe if we are going outside the home. That's why we are locking the main door via lock, via like locks. So same way here also, like if you are like a web developer and if you are developing any web application, it should be secure. None of the user or none of the hacker to hack our data easily. That's why we need to install that particular server certificate on IIS. And where we have seen inside this in the this toolbar. See here, I will opening the log. I'm clicking the log. You can see here like a multiple tabs. Connection is a secure, location, pop-up, cookies, and the site settings. Every domain, every web application, it's like these are the mandatory information inside the connection secure. So I just like I'm opening here. Connection is a secure tab. I'm clicking here. I will check that screen is coming or not. Yeah, I will see. Yeah, and inside this is the certificate details. I will check if it's a visible view. Yeah, maybe it's a visible view. That certificate details, like where who has issued that certificate, issued by validate, like it's a from date and a to date. Okay, so it's like a detailed certificate part where we have globally installed that certificate. These are the details we are coming here. These icons, lock icons in the connection secure things. So these are the details inside we have like IIS. It's a very powerful. Every web developer we need to read this IIS related settings and the configuration settings. If you are a web developer and if you want like observe your website on the globally how it's like looking, if it's a slow, how it's like monitoring things, performing things, how it's like applying. Now it's like related to the IIS. Now second things, okay, we have the DevOps, like we can consider Dev and the Ops. As a Dev means we have done the development of the website. We have done the we have developed the IT BoostUp website, and now I want to like configure that website on the IIS level. How it's a configure? I will just give this some description here in this videos only. Inside the like you can see here like this is the Lenovo PC. Like Lenovo PC, this is my computer name. That is my server name. This is my server name. How we can find the server names? Just go to the my computer, right click my computer properties, and you can see there that your server names. So inside the server name, we have like see the two options. One is the application tool and the another is the site options. Uh, uh, see the like site option and the application options. So inside the site, we need to create our a new web application shells. Like whatever we have developed that itboostup.com inside the HTML technology. So just right click out that the site option, and here we have get one options, add website options. So I'm clicking here, add website option, and we have like one pop-up will be coming here. I not think if that pop-up is visible or not for you, but I'm assuming that pop-up will be visible to all of you, and I will continue with that things. So that pop-up is coming like it's saying like multiple controls, like it's saying like you can enter the site name, you can select the application pool, you can select your like publish code, like whatever we have developed that IT BoostUp, and we have published the code and we have put some location. You can select that location part here, and you can select, and you can find here like a type, like which type, HTTP or the HTTPS. There is a two type of the binding mechanism in every web application. One is the HTTP, it's a non-secure, and the HTTPS, that means that it's a secure. And we have assigned the IP address or the like a name of the application who can easily access our website, and we can tell the port number and our host name. So I am here creating a IT BoostUp as my site name, IT BoostUp. I will create a new application pool here. I have not created by just a minute. I will select the by default application pool, and I will create a new folder inside my C colon, and I will make a like IT BoostUp production. Okay, so I have put here my like publish code, and I have like select that particular part, and I have like port number 18, and I have like a port how we can host, and then I will put my host name as a IT BoostUp, and then I will click the OK. After clicking the OK, then one tab will be coming automatically inside the site options. Select IT BoostUp. There is no files, so I will copy my published files. I will open. I will share that folder also. Just I will decolon, or I have the like put the publish code. IT BoostUp profile now. Yeah, publish code. This is the I have published. I have developed this, and I will put in my C colon whatever we have created IT BoostUp production, and I will put here that production code. It's copying the files like it's taking the time, but we will wait 3 minutes. So we have done the like development, and we have publishing the code, and now we are configuring that website on the IIS. So how we can configure? Just click the click on that site, right click on that site, and add new website, and you can choose the like site name, port number, application pool, and your port number, and your folder where we have publish your course. So I'm copying that my publish code, that particular folder, whatever we have created inside the sequence. Now we can see here, just refresh, and you can see that particular files, all files will be coming here inside that IIS folders, like that IT BoostUp folders. That means whatever we have like published the code, we have done coming here. So that means we have done the like creating a website inside IIS. Now, second important things. Every site, every web application site, we require the separate application pools. What is the application pool, and why it's important to every web application to create application pool, and how we can create the application pool? Just right click that application pool, and you can just right click and add application pool, and you can choose the any names. You can put meaningful names. That means meaningful name. That means if you are like configuring that like itboostup.com, like whatever google.com, so your application pool should be same the name of the your domain. So I have registered the IT BoostUp, so I will create a application pool IT BoostUp, that application pool. So I have just created that application pool, and I have mapped this application pool to multiple websites also. just remember, if you are creating an application pool, it's not a compulsory to map a single website, but you can map that application pool to multiple websites. But here is a one drawback. If you are mapping that specific application pool to multiple websites, then it's like distributing that incoming request to the all applications. If you are like increase your website, if you are like increase your performance of your website, then always you can create the application pool on website wise. So not use the like same application pool to multiple website. You can remember this statement. So I've created this application pool IT BoostUp, and I have selected the .NET versions. .NET versions, that means whatever we have installed at our .NET framework in our web application or our web server. I have chosen the .NET CLR version 4.0 and the integrated. Just I have click on the OK. So just refresh that application pool and click that application pool. Here we have the whatever we have created that application pool, that list will be appearing inside the application pools. So here we have created the IT BoostUp that it's like a starting status is a started. It's already started, and we need to map this application pool to our website. How we can map? During the creation of the website also we can map, but we have not created the application pool during the website creation. Now after that also you can map. Just right click that that particular website and go to the edit bindings. Go to the here manage website, advanced settings. Here, see like go to the advanced setting, manage website, advanced settings, and here is the application pool. You can choose the application pool here in this list. Just I will okay. Now this IT BoostUp is mapping to the IT BoostUp application pools. So there is like multiple properties also inside the application pools. So here like one I have created the IT BoostUp, and I am opening that IT BoostUp application pool as an advanced setting. And inside the advanced settings, we have one option is coming queue length. Queue length by default is a queue length is a 1000. That means per second we are accepting incoming request as a 1000 queue in a queue. That means like 1000 people is hitting at a time. That means within second at a time that in our itboostup.google.com, then that should be acceptable to our IIS portals. So how we can change the like multiple things like CLR version, 32-bit version, queue length, like start mode, then ideal time, like if ideal time also we can change here. If like some user is logging to the application and they have they have nothing like doing that application, they have just ideal mode. So after like sometimes we need to log out automatically, because that so like our secure application and like none of the like other user will be coming behalf of that particular user, and they are like they want to like changing anything. So we will automatically idle time is a 20 minute by default. Idle time is a 20 minute. So like maximum response time, you can see here is a multiple settings. Maximum response time in the second, 90 seconds. Ping period is a 30 second by default time. Shutdown time is a 90 second. So here we have the multiple settings inside the application pool. I am creating a separate video for the application pool as a settings, and what is the that settings and what is the benefit of that setting as an infra developers. So just like we are saying like we are like I am a software developer, I am a web developer. but we are always like think about the overall, like with the DevOps, development and the operational things also. Operational things, that means infra related activities, how we can measure our web application, how we can measure our web analytics tools, where we have need to change our like incoming request queue length, where we can change the ideal time. We have the changing the ideal time through mechanisms, our code also, but in IIS level, in application level also, we need to change the that modes. So these are the related things to the application tool, how to create a website and how to install the IIS. It's a basic video, but it's a very important to all developers. Doesn't matter the technology. Doesn't matter the technology. If you are developing a website in a Python, if you are developing a website in a React, if you are developing a website in Angular, if you are developing a website in a MVC, you should aware about these things. How we can measure the infra activity. As a developer, you should aware these basic things. So today's lecture, just we will see the like how to install, how to create a website, how to create application tool, how to maintain session, where we have seen these basic things. I'm continuing this IIS series with the in details each and every settings, because this is very important for as a web developer. So thank you to see this video. If you like this IIS series, you can subscribe our channels, like our videos, and be connected with the IT stuff. It's not a theoretical training sessions, but we are trying to achieve, like be practically guides with you, so you can also implement that in your career life easily and balanced lives, work balanced lives. So be connected with IT stuffs. Thank you. Bye bye.